2012 for me so far, I haven't really done that much yet. I've ridden in the hills a couple of times. I actually just started riding again maybe like a month ago. I've been hurt for the last 7 months. I shattered my right heel in 15 pieces, broke my tib on my left leg, and crushed my L2 on my back. So I was in a wheelchair, back brace, 2 casts for a couple months. And then just recently started riding again. I feel good on my bike. My legs still, everything I broke feels fine, but all my ligaments inside my right ankle just kill. I think I just stretched them really bad because my toes touched my shin when I crashed because I hit the back of the landing and I hit it on an angle and I just flipped back. And everything I broke feels fine. I think I just got my ligaments just stretched out a little bit. And now I'm just looking forward to just getting back into it and being prepared. And I bought some new Hondas. I'm waiting for those. Those are all tore down right now. They're frames, so I'm just waiting for those to get built back up so I can ride those. Been riding my Cowie a little bit. Been to the track a little bit, motoed. Hit some ramps a couple times. Hit ramps, just hit them. I haven't done any tricks yet. My favorite thing is wintertime, man, and rain. I like to go out and shovel jumps, and we've been lacking it a lot lately. So the first rain we got, went out, filmed with you guys a little bit. There's only 2 jumps, and it wasn't even wet enough to really make it good. So what we got, I think, is pretty bitching for what we had that day. And I'm just looking for more rain to come. I want to go out, and there's a couple new canyons I want to go shovel. I want to do a whole bunch of road trips this year. I want to film another movie. My movie, actually, 420% all natural, is dropping on April 20th on 420, you know, so I'm looking forward to that. And I really want to get started now on working on a new film for this year to come out at the end of the year. But I got some tricks up my sleeve with some new shit that we're coming out with. There's a lot of new technology with filming and cameras and stuff like that. So I got some people in the works and things in the works that we're going to try and do. And hopefully it comes out as good as I envisioned it. If it all works out, everyone's going to be pumped on it. It'll be good. But I definitely want to take a couple road trips this year. I want to go to Canada. No one's really filmed that much in Canada, and I've seen a lot of footage from up there, and I've talked to like a couple of my buddies that have been up there, and they're like, dude, we were there for 1 day and saw so much shit and only got to ride like 2 jumps, 3 jumps. So my goal this year is definitely getting the motorhome, take a trip to Canada. Hopefully they'll let me in across the border. I don't know if I have anything on my record or anything or whatnot. And other than that, I've been testing a lot. I got on a new truck team. I'm actually driving for Stronghold Motorsports this year. Got Supercross.com as our title sponsor, Toyo Tires, and we're working on another sponsor right now. Hopefully it should be done soon, but in a dope truck in a Pro 2 this year, a good truck that can win. Pro 2 for racing off-road is a lot of a lot of setup. Like your key thing to your truck is setup, and my truck was never really set up that good. And this year I'm jumped in a truck that's already won, and I drove it already. And right off the bat, the first day I was 5 seconds faster on the track that we raced at, just testing when it was shitty and dry. So I'm definitely looking forward to this year. I definitely claiming some podiums and some wins, that's for sure. And then other than that, man, just waiting it out. Trying to get all my deals done. Got dirt bike kids gear just still getting done up. Logo's been verified, stuff like that. Some new gloves I'm working with Deft. And Filtrate, I got a new sunglass and goggle company. We're coming out with a new mold for a goggle right now. It's just, I'm really picky about my goggles and my straps. So I'm just waiting to get like the exact mold that I want. I don't want it to be like anybody else's mold. I don't want to take an existing mold and use that from like another company. I'd rather just create my own. So that's a long process, and I'm working on doing all that right now. And working on my whips, my old school cars. That's about it. Other than that, not much has really been going on. Just getting ready to get it started now. We're only in the middle of February, end of February, so hopefully it starts getting some rain. We've been getting teased a lot. I don't like getting teased. I like when it just downpours and everyone thinks it's too wet, and I can just go out and shovel with a couple dudes and just have the sickest time ever. And that's my plan. I'm gonna start doing the rain dances. I'm gonna go down to the Indian resident at Paula and see if all the Indians can do a rain dance for me so we can get some damn water in the hills. And if that don't work out, like I said, I'm going to jump in the motorhome and chase the storm and just go try to find some spots to go ride, because that's what I like doing. I'm not really riding any freestyle contests this year. I heard a couple people say like, oh, he's a has-been, or he's worn out, he can't compete no more. It's just, I can compete if I want to, but I don't feel the need that I want to. When I get on my bike now and I go to a contest, I'm not like, oh, fuck, I have to leave here with the win. I look at it like, I'm just out here for fun now. And I felt like the past 15 years I've done everything I've wanted to do on a dirt bike. Now I'm like, time to move on to something else. Like now on my dirt bike, it was always fun back then, but I always looked at it like I always had a chip on my shoulder. Like if I went to a contest and didn't get in the top 3, like I was pissed. Now I look at it like I go to a contest, I don't care what place I get, I'm just there to have fun and ride for my fans now. So I took it upon myself to be like, if I can't go and get top 3, or if I can't go and feel like I want to get top 3, then there's no reason for me to be there. So this year you won't really see me at no freestyle events unless it's something out of the ordinary, super tech, all dirt course, something like that. And then I'll ride best whip, either speed and style or X Games, or speed and style or step up at X Games and best whip. But other than that, I'm just chilling I'm getting on the down low on the contest scene, man. I'm just having fun now, and I'm gonna do a lot of videos, a lot of stuff with Monster. I got new sponsors this year. That's right, I got Monster. I got staying with Etnies, Filtrate, working on gear right now. Pro Circuit's been helping me out good. So like I said, man, I can't wait to get on my new Hondas and see how they feel.
Right on. So kind of talking about, I guess, like DVK and kind of your style as a whole. Kind of, I think a lot of people, including all of us at Verb, we kind of look at you as like the ambassador to cool and style, like on and off the bike.
Yeah.
Like you don't run it if it's not cool. So what, like, kind of where do you get your inspiration from as far as like style and image and all that stuff?
I've always been big into style, like on my bike, off my bike. My bike, like if my bike don't look good and looks like shit, I feel like I ride like shit. So my bike always has to be like perfect, like graphic wise, has to flow, everything has to be symmetric. If it's on the left side of the panel, it has to be on the right side of the panel, you know what I mean? Same thing with my gear. Like I've always liked to keep my costume tight. Like that's just how I am. If I don't feel it, if I don't feel good, I don't ride good. If I feel like I'm the shit, then I ride like I'm the shit. You know what I mean? That's just how I've always been since I'm little, and I don't know where I get it from. That's just what I've always been picky about. I can't stand when dudes drop their elbows when they're riding. Like I've grown up watching like McGrath and Wyndham and dudes like that have like the sickest style out there. Like, well, that's what I like about Wyndham. He's just so smooth, and it looks just effortless, like he's not even trying out there. And for McGrath, I just always looked at McGrath's style. Always elbows up over the front of the bike, and I used to study that shit when I was little. I used to watch videos of McGrath just riding. I'm like, all right, I'll go out and film myself and try to ride like that. And I think that's what it's got me to where I am today. And I'm picky. Like if I'm getting tired on my bike and I feel an elbow drop, I pull in. You know what I mean? Like I've always watched myself with these, and that I think it's just laid over on everything in my life, like my cars, my bikes, my gear, my clothes. Everything has to match and look good, or I'm just not that into it, you know?